The will is a function of the ego. The will is a function of the hows. When we use will, we have determined the how, and we are determining how we're going to do something without any real connection or inspiration to what it is we want to create. So when you have a whole bunch of people moving in a whole bunch of different directions doing the same thing, you have what we have now, which is a log jam of will fighting against itself in an attempt to create a solution that will never come because the solution doesn't exist where they're looking. The solution exists elsewhere. And so that's why I say the will thing is not valuable. And it just feels to me like, and it seems to me as we experience more and more of these changing energies, that will becomes nothing more than another piece of resistance. Because it's not taking time to go in here to find solutions so that you can generate a different, it's like my world is good. That was generated out of a need and an idea, out of a deep sense for me of looking at the world going, what the hell? And how is it that how are we living in a world where this select group of people can create a profound amount of negativity in our culture, in our world, in our lives, and there's nothing we can do about that? Like, I'm sitting here in Colorado going, what can I do to affect this? And so taking that into my personal space, I'm like, how can I do this? Well, I'm an energetic being. I'm full of energy. I'm filled with it. So how can I use this energy? I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to go work in Washington. I don't want to do that, but I want to affect change. So how do I do that? I use my energy in a way that creates change. And I'm not doing it by attacking anything. I'm doing it by creating another energy strand that people can become a part of that opens them up instead of shutting them down. And it doesn't require a willpower at all. It simply requires focus. It requires energy. It requires intention. And that's all internally generated energy that I'm calling upon the deepest parts of my energy to send as much love onto the planet as I possibly can, because that I can do. And by doing that, I open myself up to other potential. Now, I don't know what that potential is, because I've given myself over to giving this energy so that I am contributing in a way toward what I want, or toward where I see the benefit could be had. But in that open space, there's tons of potential available. And so now it's a question of, am I going to be inspired to something more, or is this my contribution? Because I can be so firmly and completely in it and sharing that energy that's my contribution right now, today. And as long as I can do that, then at least I'm in a space of offering solution instead of offering resistance.